Hi, guys. Welcome to the Comfort Money Show. This is a series that I'm thinking of starting to help people like me who wants to invest, save money, uh, to grow their wealth, but they don't know what to do, how to do, and what to start with. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not here to tell you what to invest in or what to do with your money. It's your own money, and you should invest or make wise decisions according to yourself. I'm just here to provide you some information how I grew my account from $5.08 to 55K in a time span of few years. And I did not invest a lot of money or dumped a lot of money in the stock market to grow my account. So I just wanted to show you and give you some information that if I can do it, I think you can too. And you don't need a lot of money to do that. So we're gonna start with basics, but down the road, I'll show you my portfolio as well, what I'm doing with my portfolio, what I'm investing in, what my dividends are. So I'm not mainly a dividend investor. I am open to different markets like REITs, ETFs, dividend stocks, individual growth stocks that do not pay no dividend. So let's get started. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and that'll give me motivation to make more videos like this. So first is how I grew my account from $5 to 55K. So this $5.08, I got it as a referral because I recommended Robinhood to my friend. So he opened up an account, and which ended up giving me $5.08. And for many months, I did not look at my portfolio. I didn't invest in it, and it was just there until later on, around COVID. I started, throwing money into my portfolio here and there, but I did not know what to look for, what to invest in. Uh, what companies should I invest in? Because the market was very down, and I had no information that was the right time to buy or invest long term to have better returns. And at that time, I hardly had any uh, money that I could put in my account. So then later down the road, I came across a few videos where I started to learn about how I can grow my account, uh, which gave me an idea of spending, not spending, uh, putting a certain amount of money every week into my portfolio. So I started with, I think it was $20, and then I uh, bumped up to $50, and then $100, and now $200 every week uh, into my account. And I buy shares, ETFs, REITs, which do some of them pay dividends, which helps my account to grow as well. So let's start with the basics first. And then at the end of this video, I'll give you a glimpse of my portfolio. And then down the road in the next coming videos, I'll show you uh, a complete outlook of my portfolio and what I'm thinking to do with my portfolio. So for newbies out there, a lot of people, they have a different point of view of investing. When it comes to investing, there are a lot of people who invest in real estate properties, but for that, you need a lot of money to invest in, right? But when it comes to Wall Street, companies that you like Apple, Nvidia, um, Starbucks. I know a lot of you guys like Starbucks. So those companies, they need money to grow, and we want our money to grow. And when we spend money into any of those companies, they grow, right? And some of them, they do pay dividend as well, which is a profit that they promise you guys to give if you invest in their company. So investing is basically buying a small portion of the company that you like, that you use, or their products that you use every day. So like I personally like Apple, so I invest in Apple. I personally use technology, so I invest in Nvidia. I like Coke, so I invest in Coke. So it's not a rocket science. It's just you gotta know that if you like the company, if you can buy something for $5, $10 from the company, just like buying a $10 coffee from Starbucks, maybe weekly or monthly, you can throw in some money into those companies. Maybe skip a Starbucks, for a day and then spend that into stock market. There's no point of holding money in the bank because they don't pay no interest on your money. They want you to have money and have you put in all the money into their bank, but they would not give you any money back. But if you look at stock market over the time, it has last 10 years, it has given returns about 11%. And if you go down the road and you keep investing for like 10, 20, 30, 40 years, you still be able to get out almost 10%, which is a lot. So, and on top of that, if you get a dividends uh, on your companies that you're holding, that money compounds, right? So I think it's better to start investing as early as possible than waiting for when you're 30, 40, 50. The next question comes, how can you invest? How can I invest, right? So like I said, compound. Compound is you don't see the effect right away, but down the road, once let's say you get a dividend of a penny, and then next month that penny gets turns into two pennies or three pennies, and then you just keep doubling up. So let's say a company pays 2% dividend, right, annually. So every time you earn dividend, that adds up. Like I said, it's not rocket science. You just gotta start small, and eventually down the line, it will grow. Trust me, it will grow. Find the companies that you like. Like I said earlier, Apple, Nvidia, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Pepsi has a lot of companies that they own. They own Rockstar, they own Celsius, energy drinks, soft drinks, juices, uh, Frito-Lay, Nesquik. They have a lot of things that they own. And their dividend is huge. They pay a lot of money if you hold one share. I think right now is paying a little over $1 every quarter, which is a lot. So like I said earlier, if you can buy a coffee a day, you can definitely invest $10, $20 a day with ease, right? The next is what can you invest in? Or what types of investments are there? When you look at a stock market, it's just not day trading, it's just not uh, buying share and selling it tomorrow to make a lot of money. But when you don't have a lot of money, you can start small and let it grow. Let your money sit in there. Every time a market pulls back, do not panic. Buy more shares, let it ride, right? So you can buy individual shares of the company. You can buy ETFs. Individual shares are just like you buying 10 shares of Apple. And when Apple goes from $10 to $20 or $20, $30, you make money. ETF, on the other hand, is a bunch of stocks that are under one umbrella. So, and when those companies grow, your ETF grows. And if one of the company dies, your portfolio does not blow up, right? Or it doesn't go to zero. You still have a lot of other companies that are under some same umbrella that are holding value. REITs, on the other hand, are different thing. It's REITs are real estate investment trust companies. So the really good one is ticker symbol O. They pay really good dividend and they've been paying dividend for years now. And a lot of people, a lot of companies, they have invested in it, and I highly recommend that as well. Even though it has high dividend yield, but it has really good track record of paying out dividend. All the recent companies um, they have to give out 90% of the profits as dividends. That's the law that the stock market has. but it's not the same with the individual companies and ETFs. Uh, and the dividends, you don't always have to invest in dividends. If you like the company that does not pay dividend, but you really feel and technically you really think that it's gonna go up down the road, I would highly recommend to invest in. But on the other hand, if you're growing your small portfolio, I highly recommend dividends. Dividends, they grow. Every time you get a dividend, and the next time you get a dividend, you get dividend on the top of the dividend that you got from last time, right? So it helps grow your portfolio at a nice pace, right? So what my style of investing is, I like to invest in a little bit of everything. I don't have a specific goal that, okay, I only want to invest in dividends or I only want to invest in growth stocks. No, I'm open to any market that can provide me money. So right now, I invest in Apple, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Tesla, and there are a few companies that are new, but uh, they have potential to grow in next 5 to 10 years. So I'm just holding them, adding money here and there to them. Uh, that I know, okay, if down the road they grow, then my portfolio will grow as well. And that's what I'm looking forward, right? So now let's go over my portfolio. I'll show you what my holdings are right now. Um, Maybe you'll get a little idea what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to show you in the series of these videos. So currently my portfolio is sitting at 55,804 cents. I just made this account, so you won't see any growth uh, on this chart. But in the coming days, you will start seeing up and down and a little graph outlook on this area on the top. So my current net income annual from dividend is $959. All right. So let's go over my holdings. So I have a total of 27 holdings, and I have about 3,000 cash that's sitting. I do have some recurring buyings that happen on Apple, uh, VOO, some Bitcoin. I'll show you down the road. So right now I'm holding 31 shares of Pepsi at a price of 135. Right. I'm holding 53 shares of O, which is a REIT, and then I owe another 128 shares of RITM, which is another REIT. The only reason that I'm holding these because 128 shares, uh, I stopped buying this at 100 share. So these 28 shares, I got them from dividends that it pays me. It has a high dividend yield around 8.53, which is pretty high for a REIT, but it has a really good track record of dividend. So this is the only REIT that I have. That I have Starbucks at 47 shares. Currently, the price is at $94, and I think my average price is about 85. Okay, and then I have Johnson and Johnson, SPHD, which is a high dividend yield ETF. I got about 31 shares of that. Apple, 44 shares. UNH, I recently added this to my portfolio. The reason is it had a massive drop after the CEO news and all the healthcare news. Uh, but it pays really good dividend. So I added about 5 shares of this into my portfolio, but I'm looking to add more. Current value is about 1,500 of this uh, stock or the company, and their dividend yield is about 3%, right? Uh, let's look at that. Next, I got Coca-Cola. I'm holding 21 shares of that. Walmart, 33 shares. SEHD, 26 shares. VAO, 2.5 shares. McDonald's, 2 shares. So all these 2 shares that you see, 2, 4, three that are now they are in the portfolio, but I am not heavily invested in those. Um, I just wait on the pullback, and when I feel like to okay, I need to add. I think this is the right spot to add into this. Then I add it. I recently added VEO, um, VTI, VGI, VGT. I'm still building positions on these. Then I have waste management. This is a really good company, um, but I got it around I think 100 some dollars, but right now it's like $100 over um, uh, my buying that I bought last time. So I was just waiting if it can come down a little bit, which is not happening. So I might start a $10 recurring payment, uh, recurring buying into this company so I can, build up a portfolio. It pays really good dividend. About annual dividend is about $13.66 that I'm collecting from this right now. Google, I got about 15 shares. PG, this is a really good company. Slowly, my goal with this is I want to have about 100 shares of each company. So once you hit 100 shares, there's another strategies with options that you can play to make more money off those stocks that you're holding. And down the road, we'll talk about that too. Uh, McDonald's and Waste Management, Google, where we were, PGT, got one share, NVIDIA 15, uh, Visa. I did start a position in it, but I don't think I'm gonna keep this into my portfolio. With all the digital currency and uh, there are new tokens from the banks that are coming up. I think this might take a little bit of hit, so I might get rid of this, even though it's not even a share that I'm holding. Then I got Amazon. Amazon I got at a really good price, and I'm up quite a bit on this one. Tesla, I only got two shares. I had a few shares that I sold around $400, and then at 300 I bought them again. Let's see if we can go back to 200, and then we'll try to scoop some profit out of that. Archer, there's another company I recently added to my portfolio. It's aviation company. They have tested a few like flying taxis. So I think in the coming future, this might be like a Tesla right now, robotaxi and all that that's coming out. This will be for the flying one, right? Let's say down the road, maybe Elon Musk take over this company because it's doing really good right now. The stock is pretty cheap, so I ended up scooping 25 shares of that. Uh, the Solana, there was a glitch, I think. This I'm not holding that. Then we got Dogecoin and Bitcoin. I'm not heavily invested in those. I wish I were, but I'm pretty good with whatever I have, and I think I'm holding about uh, 0.02% of Bitcoin at $48,000. So I'm up about $2,000, $2,000 on Bitcoin. So this is my current portfolio, guys. Uh, and I'll keep you guys posted on what are the changes I'll be doing or what I'm selling, what I'm buying, what's the reason behind it down the road. So if you do like this video, please give that a thumbs up. That will give me confidence to keep making these videos. This is my first video, so uh, if there is any mishaps, please ignore them. And thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next one.